I feel good today, man. It's a good day, man. It's a good day.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of ReparTay. I'm going to be your host on this beautiful journey we got together, and my name is Taylor Made. If you don't already know, allow me to introduce myself. I'm excited for this week's episode as usual because we always have some good topics to discuss. But before we jump into that, let's take a moment, let's pause, and let's make sure you're hitting that subscribe button below. I don't want you to miss out on any of this good content, and I don't want you to miss out on anything we've already dropped. Alright, now that we got that out the way, let's get into this week's topic. So this week's topic is a bit of familiar territory for me because I've gone through it before. So this week's question is, do you think your relationship will work if your parents do not like your significant other? Now I have a lot of opinions on that because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've had a few relationships where my parents adore the person that I'm dating, and I've had a bunch of relationships where they couldn't stand the person I was dating. But before we dive too deep into my personal life, let's go ahead and see what some of our party people had to say.
Do you think a relationship will work if your parents do not like your significant other?
No.
Can a relationship work if your parents do not like the significant other?
Well, it depends on the dynamics of your relationship with your patient. I said patient, I'm a parent. I'm still in medical mode. You gotta excuse me.
Do you think a relationship will work if your parents do not like your significant other?
I absolutely believe that it can work. The thing about that is it's gonna really come down to how much you really care about that person and how much you want the relationship to succeed.
I am tenacious.
I said your parents, not my parents.
Well, I'm using it for you because my parents aren't here. So.
But depends on the dynamic of your relationship with your parent first, you know what I mean? If they don't really respect you or have that boundary of like father, son, daughter, mother type thing, that dynamic, it wouldn't matter who you brung. They might, dislike them regardless just off that.
Because for the longest, my girlfriend's parents did not like your boy. But after a little bit, I'm like, why don't they like me? And isn't it weird?
Thanks party people for those interviews, but we don't want to miss out on those who are contributing via Instagram. So let's dive into a few of those answers as well. C4 LaFleur says, if you don't even like your parents, does their opinion even matter? Hashtag bad blood. Ooh, girl, I mean, there are moments when I don't like my parents. I'm like, girl, your opinion don't even matter. So I feel you on that one. BJ Jawan said, it will be hard, but it's possible. But it takes communication and understanding from your partner. Most assuredly, I agree with that 100%. But, fortunately, I don't have it, bro. Anyway, and JMB We Trust said, that's understandable, bro. You don't have to say much more words. I get that. And Mrs. Hedges said, only if you want stress in your life. And girl, I could not agree more. So let me tell you guys a quick story about my personal experience in having a parent not like a significant other. I'm the youngest of three. By far, as a matter of fact. My sister is 7 years older, my brother's 11 years older, so my parents were really, really strict, as well as my siblings and my uncles and my god brothers and cousins. Pretty much anybody you meet in my family, they're super duper territorial over me. So it was very difficult to date because they had such high standards, and I don't blame them because, I mean, it's me, it's the kid. You don't want to be dating just anybody, you know what I'm saying? They got to be of some quality, you know what I'm saying? I was in this 4.5-year relationship. Basically fresh out of high school. We met my senior year, and I thought I was in a romantic whirlwind. I thought, this is the guy I'm gonna marry, we're gonna have kids, and we're gonna go through college together and have all these good memories. And in that moment when I was in the relationship, couldn't nobody tell me anything. I thought he was the cutest. I thought his boo-boo smelled like roses. He was the strongest. I thought that this man was everything. I thought he was the best ball player. There was nothing negative that you could give me to say about that man because I just loved him and I just knew that this is the relationship I'm supposed to be in. However, my mama didn't really feel that same way. Mama Bear is a whole different story. One day I'm gonna let y'all meet her, but that lady is no joke. She She's gonna ask the question she's gonna ask. If your pants sagging, she gonna tell you get out. She gonna look you up before she even meets you. I mean, she comes guns blazing. Nevertheless, she met him and immediately, she did not like him. And for 4.5 years, I was constantly battling my mom like, I think he's perfect for me. Why don't you like him? You haven't gotten the chance to get to know him. You're just being a hater. I mean, I'm giving her all the song and dances and the stories in the world. She would just be like playing the world's smallest violin. Just, no, he's not it. And I didn't understand it before, because of course every relationship has ebbs and flows. So we did have some problems, but I was like, you know, we're working through them like any couple would, so what's the big deal? Long story short, eventually this guy and I broke up, of course. She ended up telling me I did not dislike him as a person. As a person, I think he's a nice young man. However, I didn't like him for you. And I was like, ooh, that'll preach, sis, that's a read. Ooh. And she was basically saying like, you know, I can see the ambition that you have in you, and I don't see that same ambition in him. I know the goals that you have, and they don't really line up, and they're not equally yoked with the goals that he has. So there's small nuances that are important in a relationship that we might be blind to because we're in love, or that's my babe, that's my boo, I can't live without him. But you know, when you're in a relationship, it's hard for you to be objective when you're in it. But when you have somebody outside of the relationship who's close to you, they're able to be objective rather than subjective. And my mom was that person for me. So I said all of this to say what? You want to sit down with your parents and figure out what is the core reason to why they don't like your significant other. Because they might actually have something beneficial for you to hear. Something that's actually true that you're blind to because you're in love, honey. Because you're just so under this man or woman's musk and just aura. You can't see through the smoke and mirrors. So you want to make sure you're taking ample time out to really listen to what your parents have to say as to why they don't like your significant other. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is your life. It is your decision. If you love this man and you think that this is really it, ride out with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't reject wise counsel, but remember, at the end of the day, it's your life. I hope this helps you guys out. If you're in a sticky situation, something like this, I want to give a special shout out to the party people as always. Thank you so much for contributing. If you are looking to be a member of the ReparTay people, all you have to do is go to ReparTay.com, hit that subscribe button, and then every week you too can comment on these anonymous submissions that are coming in. And you can also catch up on a few good blog posts that I've been writing just for y'all. Last but not least, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend about ReparTay, and let's keep the party going. But for right now, I am out. Love y'all. Goodbye.